Right about now, the high school students you care about are getting spammed like crazy by colleges that want them to take out loans and give the money to them. They're counting on the assumption that more education is always better, but
the rules of the game have changed.
Anthony Carnevale is the director of Georgetown Center on Education in the Workforce, or CEW.
It's not just about getting a four-year degree. It's very complicated now.
We're running down the CEW's college payoff report with one question in mind. Is college worth it? Anthony, what's our first takeaway?
What you make depends on what you take.
Lifetime earnings generally do increase by education level, as shown in this chart. $1.6 million with a high school diploma, $2 million with an associate's degree, $2.8 million with a bachelor's degree, $3.2 million with a master's degree, $4 million with a doctoral degree, and $4.7 million with a professional degree like medicine or law. But those are median numbers, which means half of that category is making less and half is making more. And that creates areas of overlap among these educational attainment categories.
40% of people who get BAs will make more than people who get graduate degrees because they're in the right field of study.
So you might rack up $60,000 of additional college loan debt getting a master's degree in library and information sciences and be met with a starting salary of around $43,000 as a public librarian, while someone with a bachelor's in, say, mechanical engineering can expect a median starting salary of around $68,000. That's around 25 grand more a year in income without the 60 grand in additional debt for the master's. And you can find similar examples in all these areas of overlap.
You can get a one-year certificate in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, and you'll make more than most of people with two-year degrees and at least half of people with four-year degrees.
To make an informed choice about the value of a career, you need to know what kind of certification or degree do you need, how much will it cost, and how much will you make.
The problem is that nobody tells anybody what the data says.
The best online federal resource is at collegescorecard.ed.gov.
And you can probably find most of the programs that are offered at institutions that you're thinking about.
And yes, college is expensive and student loan debt is forever, but overall educational attainment still pays.
The debt is usually worth it because you may go to a training program, degree program for a year, 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, but you're going to work for 45 more years. So it's very hard to find, although they're there, because there are some programs that aren't worth anything.
We're looking at you, Bachelor of Fine Arts.
But it's pretty easy if you're an educator or a trainer to say, I can add value over 45 years after you're done with me.
These are big decisions, so demand answers before you dive in.
Ask, what happened to everybody else that did this in the last 5 years or so? They have ways of knowing that.
The income value of that college degree is at the top of the list.